Well, one of the reasons why patients do stop taking treatments, and one of the things we've learned is that patients are often very driven by their experience, their day-to-day experience. Particularly one of the things that patients use to guide their use of medicines are the symptoms they develop, or the change in patterns of symptoms which they experience on a day-to-day basis. So, for example, the ideal scenario for a patient is that taking medicines leads to symptom reduction, therefore treatment's evaluated as being good. But sometimes that takes time, and we need to explain to patients that symptoms won't just go away, and that indeed they may experience side effects which are indicative of the medicines working, and that the side effects, patients need to understand that those side effects are part of the treatment process. It's something they may need to work through to get the best out of their treatment. So we need obviously to prepare people for that, to explain how things are working. Carers need to be informed too, so they can support their relative in making best use of their medicine. So there's a lot of explaining that needs to be done, because we know patients are very dependent on symptoms to guide them as to how they think the medicine is doing. And that sometimes can be very helpful, but sometimes it can be very misleading unless we provide proper support and backup for them. And I think that's why, for example, some of the support programs that Atlantis is developing can be so useful, because it's exactly that sort of information that can help people stay with treatment, that can deal with doubts or issues that might arise along the way as perhaps maybe new symptoms arise or side effects occur and so on. And left to themselves, I think patients often have doubts and worries, but if there's support there and these things can be discussed, often one can get through perhaps slightly difficult periods in the process of using medicines.